This guy wanted to institute Second Amendment trampling red flag laws. And then when that wasn't enough, he wanted to ramp it up and go for the TAPS Act. And now he's snapping at a little girl for questioning him about his faith.
I can't wrap my head around this.
Well, I'll help you. Put a period after the word Jesus and don't question my faith.
Wow. I think he has earned his new name. Dan Cringe-Show.
Don't!
Hey guys, study after study shows that if you want strong bones and muscles, healthy hair, skin, teeth, and nails, you need the 5 types of collagen in your diet. I get mine from BioTrust. I've got a link in the description with a massive discount, and it'll tell you all about it.
I don't know if you guys saw what the response of Dan Crenshaw to, I don't know, some people are saying she's 10, some people are saying she's 12, but basically this little girl calls out Dan Crenshaw on his hypocrisy, you know, because Dan Crenshaw likes to use the Bible and Jesus in his political exploits. But listen to this. This 10-year-old girl basically calls him out, and I will actually show you. Here's what the little girl reads. The little girl reads a quote from this podcast right here. Listen closely to what Dan Crenshaw says, and then I'm going to roll the tape of the girl addressing Dan Crenshaw.
So that's important. I mean, that's the important thing is that we have societal hero archetypes that we look up to. Jesus is a hero archetype. Superman is a hero archetype. Real characters too. You know, we can name 1,000. You know, Rosa Parks, Ronald Reagan. All of these people embody certain attributes that the American people think this is good.
Okay, so here's Dan Crenshaw being confronted by a 10 or 12-year-old girl who quotes that exact quote.
To give context to anyone who hasn't heard, Crenshaw said, quote, "The most important thing here is that we have important hero archetypes that we look up to. Jesus is a hero archetype, Superman is a hero archetype. Real characters too. I could name 1,000. Rosa Parks, Ronald Reagan," end quote. I can't wrap my head around this.
Well, I'll help you. Put a period after the word Jesus and don't question my faith.
Wow. You moron.
What?
Yeah, you don't talk to a kid like that. Yeah, boo.
Don't question my faith.
Oh, okay.
You guys can ask questions about all of these things and I will answer them. But don't question my faith.
I can question your faith if this is what you said.
I mean, you can read the quote again. But nowhere in that quote am I saying Jesus is not real. That's a ridiculous statement. Of course he's the Son of God. Of course he's the Son of God, and of course he's real.
You can say 2 different things. You can say that on a podcast, and you can say this here.
On the podcast, nobody would have understood it that way. I think you're twisting it that way. Which is not very Christian.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
It's not. And I'm not going to have my faith questioned. I'm not going to have my faith questioned.
That's Dan Crenshaw, the snowflake. I'm not going to have my faith question. Can you even believe that he came after this little girl like that? All the little girl did, and it's amazing. This is all it took to throw Dan Crenshaw over the edge, is for her to quote what he said right here on this podcast. I'm not going to have my faith question. And then talking down, can you imagine? He's talking to a little girl like that in public, knowing he's going to be scrutinized. This guy really takes the cake. By the way, I call him Dan TAPS Act Crenshaw because if you don't know anything about the TAPS Act, I did a video about this when he and Brian Babin from Texas got together and did something called the TAPS Act. It's the Threat Assessment Protection and Safety Act. What it is basically is red flag laws on steroids. It's pre-crime 2.0. This guy is not anti-gun control. This guy is 100% for gun control. This guy's probably one of the biggest rhinos in Congress today. So the fact that he comes after a little girl like that and says, you're not going to sit here and question my faith. My faith will not be questioned. Look at all these people. Cat Turd says, reminder, phony rhino Dan Crenshaw was atop the list of stock profits while in office, even higher than Nazi Pelosi. He's a complete and utter fraud. Totally agree. And we've been pointing Dan Crenshaw out for a long time. It's amazing that Crenshaw has the following that he has. He's got 1.1 million Twitter followers, and he really tries to bleed for every drop that he can the fact that he was a lieutenant commander and retired former Navy SEAL. But, you know, people can stand behind that. I think you can hear it better right here. This is a different angle.
Everybody does support her.
Is my faith in Jesus Christ, and I heard you earlier talking about your most important thing in your life as well. He's my king, the king of the earth, the died for me and the rest of the world's sins. I've seen you claim to be a Christian, you've talked about God, but when you claim Jesus to be a hero archetype, you not only lied about Jesus not being real, but you lied about being a Christian. To give context to anyone who hasn't heard, Crenshaw said, quote, the most important thing here is that we have important hero archetypes that we look up to. Jesus is a hero archetype, so I could name 1,000. Rosa Parks, Ronald Reagan, end quote. I can't wrap my head around this.
Well, I'll help you. Put a period after the word Jesus and don't question my faith.
That everybody didn't just put their forks and spoons down, stand up and walk out or run that guy out of town. I don't know. Maybe it's just another example of the cult's personality.
While we have time and it still retains some of its perceived value, maybe it'd be a good idea to convert your worthless fiat into valuable, storable food. Don't be the one who waits till the food riots start happening. You don't want to be fighting panicking people in the store over that last jar of peanut butter. At Prepare with High Impact Flicks, you can get up to 3 air and watertight gasket-sealed ammo cans, each filled with a 4-week emergency supply. 7 food varieties, 2,000 calories a day, 284 servings, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and each meal comes in a resealable, heavy-duty 4-layered pouch. And it's got a 25-year shelf life. Every order of a 4-week supply gets you $100 off plus free shipping. Here's how simple it is to make. I'm going to cook up some Granny's home-style potato soup. People are going to think I'm a culinary hero. You open the pouch, boil 4.5 cups of water, stir the contents, simmer on low heat for 15 to 20 minutes, take it off the heat, then let it set for 2 to 3 minutes before you serve it up.
Man, this stuff's so good. People are going to think Granny stopped by and filled your kitchen with a whole bunch of love.
Well, if Granny does stop by, she's going to fill your behind with a whole bunch of buckshot if you keep talking with your mouth full. Wipe your dang beard off. It's embarrassing. So maybe convert some of your worthless fiat into valuable food while you still can. Order now and get $100 off of up to 3 4-week emergency food supplies at preparewithhighimpactflix.com. The link is in the description.